Have you ever wanted to learn how to quickly edit a photo or a video? Well, Canva is a way to make that happen, and you can do it in a very simple way. Now, a little disclaimer, I am not a graphic designer, and I think a lot of us also would fall under that category. I know what I like to see, but I don't always know how to make it happen. Now, I do have some experience and some training in just basic design, and I have a lot of experience in just getting hands on with things, and that's my goal for today. If you listen to the first episode of SimpleTech Media's podcast, you will hear me explain why I decided to take the time to make tutorials for people of all ages and all backgrounds. My goal is to make technology simple for the people that come across my path, and this all started with Canva. If you haven't heard that story and you're interested, feel free to go back and listen to episode 1 of SimpleTech Media Podcasts. We're available on Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and Apple Podcasts. Now, because of the story that I told in that episode, I wanted to take a photo and make some edits to it using some of the AI features in Canva. When I come into Canva, I've already logged in and I'm using a paid version of this. So if you're using this for the first time and you're just using a free version, you should have a lot of the capabilities that I'm about to do, but it may not let you save them or download them at the end unless you decide to pay for it. Now, there are a lot of features in here that are free. So just look for anything that doesn't have this special marking on it. So on my screen right now, you'll see over here with brand, there's a little crown. Anytime you see an effect that has that crown, that just means that that's for somebody who has paid for their subscription. When you come into Canva, it's going to customize what you're seeing based on the prompts that you answered when you created your account. So if you said that you were an educator or you were going to use this for education, you might see something different than what I'm seeing. Here I said that I was going to use this for my business. So it's focusing a lot on social media type templates for me. Maybe you said that you were going to use this for personal use, and then depending on the answers that you gave it, it may have some other things for you. We all have access to the different templates though. And a way that you can find them is by using the search menu. And Canva makes it really simple. They put that search menu right in the middle of this homepage, and you can type in here and look for whatever it is that you're wanting to look for. Now, if Canva isn't already showing you one of the options that you want, and you don't know what to type into the search bar, you have these buttons down below as well. And if you hover over them, they might tell you what they're for. I know that I'm wanting a presentation, and I think, yes, this one shows me a little picture of a screen with a presentation on it, so I assumed that that's the one that I wanted. This one has a heart, so that tells me it's likely social media type templates that will come up. This one has a camera, so that tells me it's likely a video template that I could use. This one has a printer, so that's likely something that I could print. And I'm assuming this one might be a website. I'm not sure. I'd have to click on them to find out. Let's say that I'm wanting to take a photo and edit it so that I can use it as my profile picture on my social media accounts, maybe on my LinkedIn account. And to me, a good size that fits with that is the logo that they already have set up. I'm not saying that this is the only one that you could use, but this is what I'm going to use today. So I'm going to go ahead and click on logo there. And if logo's not showing up, let me show you. Across the top of my screen, since I'm on a desktop computer right now, you'll see that it's opened up a new window for me. If I click on the previous one, it'll take me back to where I was. And if logo isn't showing up automatically for you, you can come into the search bar and type logo to find that, and you can click on logo and start from new, start blank. And over on the left side, it'll show me some logo templates that people have made that I could use. And at some point, we'll make some tutorials on this, but today I want to focus on editing a photo. And so I have a photo of myself that I'm going to use for this. For my photo, over here on the left, I need to upload it or make sure that it's on my device. Now, if you're using an app on your phone, it may already be on there, but you still need to upload it into Canva. So I'm going to click on uploads, and this is going to show you a lot of the different projects that we've been working on. So a lot of different things in here. Those of you who listen to our podcast this week, you'll hear me talk about the cat pictures with the holiday hats. Here you can see what I was talking about for that. And you'll know what that is all about if you listen to our podcast. If I need to upload a file because I'm not seeing the picture that I want, I'm going to click on Upload Files. And now I need to find my picture. I believe I have a picture saved under Pictures, so I'm going to go there. And then I do have one here, Tina to edit. I should pull in the picture of my brother with the beard and use that one, but I don't have his permission for that, so I'm not going to do that. Once I choose the photo that I wanted by clicking Upload Files, it's going to take a moment, but it should generate for me. And then I can click on my picture and it's going to move it over here to the center place so that I can make edits to it. Now let's say that I wanted to use this photo, but I don't like that it has a door and a wall in the background, and I want to remove all of that. I can do this very easily with the AI features that Canva has built into it. I do believe that you have to pay for this part of it because I'm seeing the crown with it, but I'll go ahead and show you what it does, and then you can decide if it's worth it to you or not to go ahead and invest in it yourself. First, I want to select my picture, and I can tell that my picture is selected because it has this purple border around it. If I don't see the purple border around the image that I have, then I just click on it, and now it's active. When I activate my photo, I see that I have some options to make some adjustments to it. Do you see this edit photo? If I click on that, it's going to take me into Magic Studio. And Magic Studio is going to allow me to make some edits. Now, as I look at this, I see that there is a BG remover. This is the background remover. There's a magic eraser. That would just mean that you can erase part of your photo. You have a magic expand. I'll be honest, I've never used that one before, so I need to test that one out, but it looks like it will fill in some empty space. Magic edit. Looks like you can change some things. Change what you're holding. That looks like it would be fun. Now this one doesn't have the crown, so this one might be included in the free version. And then there are some other features here that we can see as well. I can also add a filter. I'm not going to add a filter today, but I could add a filter to the picture as a whole. And then there are some other effects that could be used to add shadowing and focusing and blurring. And my purpose today is not to use those. My purpose today is to use this background remover first. And then we'll see what else we can do to the picture. So while I have the picture selected, I'm going to click on background remover. And then I'm going to wait for it to do its magic. And now the background is gone. I can adjust the size of my picture. And to adjust the size of a picture and to keep it in proportion, if you grab onto one of the corner handles, so these circles that are over on the side, you get this double-sided arrow. And then if you hold down your left mouse button, you can adjust the size of it. To move your photo, if you hold down your left mouse button and just hold it down while you're on top of the inside of that picture, inside the purple border, you can hold down your left mouse button and kind of move it around. And then there's a guide that's showing up. So there's a darker purple box around the picture that I have. And then there's a lighter purplish pink box kind of in the middle of it. And that's telling me kind of the best positioning for this. So I can move this up into those guides. And then as I get it to the center point, there's a guide that comes down the middle telling me that that's the center point. And my head is a little bit above that, so maybe I can adjust the size of my picture a little bit to help it fit within those guides. There we go. Now, I'm not perfectly centered in the picture itself, so it might be that I want to move it over. Although now I have more space on the left side than I do the right side. So it's just a matter of what your preference is. We just removed the background from our picture with just the click of a button. Isn't that so simple? Have you ever wanted to change the color of your hair, but you don't want to commit to an actual hair dye? Let me show you a simple and fun way to make this happen with the use of Canva. We have our photo here in Canva and we just removed the background to it. And now let's see if we can change my hair color. So I'm a natural blonde, but sometimes it would be fun to maybe have a different hair color. So I'm gonna keep my picture selected and I can tell it's selected because I see that purple border that we've talked about before. And then now if I click on this and go into edit photo, I'm back in the Magic Studio. And in the Magic Studio, there's a feature called Magic Edit. So while my picture's selected and I click on Edit Photo, I'm going to click on Magic Edit. And for this, it's telling me to brush over the image, and it's the part of the image that I want to change. Now the brush size is the size that I'm working with. So if I hover over my picture, you see about the size that it is. And I'm about to brush over my hair. And I feel like this is a pretty good size for the amount of hair that I have showing there. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it that way. I don't wanna select the whole image. I'm just gonna highlight the part that I want to change, which is my hair. So to do this, if you're on an app on your phone or on your iPad or some other tablet, you can probably use your finger or a stylus. I'm on a desktop, so I'm gonna use my mouse. So I'm gonna hold down my left mouse button and just trace over my hair. Now, I haven't done this a lot, so I'm not exactly sure how close to the edge I have to get. I'm not going to worry about it too much. We'll see what it does. Well, now that just looks like a treat. Okay, let's see what we can make happen here. So I've brushed over the area to edit. Good to go. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. And then this is where AI comes into play. So describe your edit. It will be created for you using AI. Describe what you want to add or change. And I'm going to see if it'll change everything that I have highlighted with purple right now. Let's see, what color would I want to have? And I also want to let it know what it's changing for me so that it kind of keeps that look going. So I'm going to ask it to make my hair teal. You detected words that may result in content that doesn't meet our policies. Okay, it doesn't like that. Editing faces, hands, or legs isn't intended for Magic Edit. That's okay. Let's see. Change the color to teal. Let's see if that'll work. Okay. we have an option here. Now, in the middle, it's showing me this checkered pattern. That means that there's no background set right now. We removed the background for this picture, and that's telling me there's no background. So it didn't change anything with that part. And then you'll notice over here on the left, it gives me some different options. This first one, it did really well around my face, but there are some parts away from my face that are still shining with blonde coming through. And then if I click on these others, we can see some of the other variations that they gave. Now this fourth one is quite a bit darker. And so you can go through here and choose the one that you like. I kind of like this one the best, I think. Now maybe I don't like any of these and I want to see what else is there. I can go ahead and click on generate new results. This one looks pretty good, I have to say. So there are just a few variations to it. To me, I think it would be between the second one and the fourth one is what I think. I think I like this one the best. Now, as I look at it, I do see that I have some pieces of hair that I didn't cover with the purple. So I'm going to go ahead and tell it that I'm done here. I do like that. But let's test out this magic eraser and see what's going on with it. I have my picture that we've edited. We took the background out. We changed the hair color using AI. And now I have some wispies of my hair that I want to see if I can make them go away. So I've activated the picture by clicking on it, and I see that purple box around. Then I clicked on Edit Photo, and it takes me into the Magic Studio, and I'm going to choose Magic Eraser. Now for the Magic Eraser, this gives me the brush size again, and it's still 20, which is what we used before whenever we changed the hair color. And I'm going to brush over the parts that I want to disappear. So I have a few wispies here. Let me see what happens. Okay, got that out. Let's take this little piece off. I want to be careful not to get my shirt. Nice. And then there are a few straggle pieces of hair over here. And I can take those out. Now maybe I want to take off some more. So let's just see. Oh, that didn't remove it all. So let me try it again. I don't think that part worked very well. You can still kind of see it. Now, if you want to undo something, usually on your keyboard, you can hit Control Z or Command Z, or there's usually some sort of button for you to be able to undo. Unfortunately, here it's looking like it's telling me that it's not going to let me undo my most recent change. Yeah, it's not going to let me do it. I could choose to reset tools, but I believe that that will reset all of them. Let me just see. If I click on Reset Tool Edit, it's going to reset all of the edits. It's going to put my background back in. It's going to take away the green hair and leave me with blonde hair again. So I'm going to say cancel for that and just know that in the future, I would want to be aware that before I come in and make each individual edit, I might want to hit save in between. I haven't saved this design yet. And since it's not going to let me try it or undo, I'm going to go ahead and try it one more time and see if I can get more of it to cut out. Okay, that side worked really well. Let's try this side one more time. I think that's as good as it's going to get. To go back, I'm going to hit back. And now this is what my picture looks like. Now, how do we save this? Up here in the top section over here, kind of towards the right for the screen that I'm on, it says Untitled Design Logo. And if I click in that box, I can rename this. So I can name it whatever I want. And this should save it as a project so that next time I come into Canva, I can use it. And then if you want to download it, you can click on Share. And then you can click on Download. I already have a transparent background, so I don't need to turn that on. All of these features, again with the crown, are just available if you have a paid subscription. But I can still go ahead and just download it without turning on those other features. It's downloaded for me, so let me go ahead and open this up, and this will open it outside of Canva. That's what my picture looks like. Now, if that doesn't look like an edited photo, I don't know what does. But it was a lot of fun to make, and I think that Canva helped make it pretty simple. For somebody who doesn't have a lot of training in making edits, this was a lot of fun. And if you decide to use it, be sure to tag SimpleTech Media in whatever it is that you make so we can cheer you on and applaud you for the work that you do. If you think that our tutorials would be helpful for someone else that you know, please share with them and get the word out there that we're here to help. Thank you for all of your support, and we'll see you next time.